This is a palette, a little miniature epoxy palette. You can use them if you do nail art acrylic, you know, or if you paint. This is the way this last one finished. Fun to make. And this is the black and white. I'm an intuitive artist, so I like to see things in flows and color and movement and stuff like that. Self-taught, so, you know, whatever. I do my own thing. All right, so let me get a brush and just mush it around a little bit. This one looks good. So what I see right here is just a butterfly. Whoops, apparently I've got color on this brush, some pink. That's all right. So I'm just going to go on what I see here as the butterfly with my gesso. And then I'm going to go ahead and use unicorn spit right over the top of that while it's still wet. The gesso will give it teeth. It'll hang on easier. And it also allows the unicorn spit is a gel stain. It's not really a paint. And so it's kind of liquidy. It's less thick, you know. So it's, when you're trying to do little designs and you need that structure of a thicker paint type of product, that's when I go for my gesso, if I'm using my unicorn spit, just so you know. But those are just things that I do because it works for me. You do you, as always. I will eventually lay down a layer of clear over this. Just go ahead and give it a body and get my mind going to where I think this might be. So here's some Midnight's Blackness. Sometimes it's easier for me to paint in dots. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was going to do a wing, instead of doing just a line, I might do dots up that line and then connect them. That's how I do a lot of my seahorses and stuff, is just do a dot to dot and then connect them. I don't know why. Might want to try it. All right, there's his little head, I guess. His body. Are you seeing a butterfly yet? Those are his little whatevers they are. I'm just going to leave them as 2 dots for now. Okay, let's see. We want it artsy, so I'm going to come up with just a swoosh of black in the shading. It's almost flames. It's kind of pretty. All right, so that's interesting. Let's find some other color. I've got a iced egret. Let me see where that is. Hold on. Excuse me while I just get in front of you. There's some sparkling gels. These are so pretty. This is the iced egret. It's just clear with a whole bunch of iridescent sparkles. That might be fun. So I think what I want to do is get some white gesso now, if I can find it. There it is. You can hear the music. It's my brother, Ed Williams. Thank you, Ed. This is Living in Limbo. All right, so here's some white gesso. It's going to stay white. Sorry, guys, I don't have a monitor today. I'm usually here on Tuesdays. I'm usually always here on Tuesdays. I'll just use my white. I could make this glow. That might be nice. Okay, I'll go ahead and put some white unicorn spit down on my palette as well. And just blend it in. Mix them together. Now I know with the gesso you're supposed to mix only 25% of another product into your gesso so you don't take away its teeth grabbing abilities. So there's that. Hi guys, welcome. So I'm trying to do a butterfly. This one's kind of bent in a weird way and I'm going to have to force it a different way, I think. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. I try and go with the colors that I'm actually seeing in that free flow, but sometimes I just have to veer off and do my own thing. It's so cool to paint on resin, you guys, because you just wipe it back off if you don't like it. It's like a dry erase board for artists. So it's a great way to practice. Just pour a piece of resin in a lid or something if you don't have a mold, and then start painting on it. So cool. Super fun. Okay, now that is the gesso and white, and this is just the clear with sparkle. So I want to see what that looks like if I put it down. Shake it up real well. Okay. Doesn't look like much when you put it on your palette. Let's see what happens. Just sparkle it up a little. Maybe at the edges. Yeah, it'd be hard to see on the white, but over on this black gray, it's starting to pick up a little bit. So you guys probably can't see a thing. I like what it's doing to the gesso. It's kind of punching holes in it. I think I'll let it go ahead and happen. Put some texture in this wing. Back into my iced egret, and I'm just dropping it down on this lower wing and pushing that brush into the gesso, scraping down towards that underlaying epoxy. Oh, that's cool. It's giving me a little cloud action. A little wing action. I'm going to smoke it up a little bit with some more black, or what else do I have? Orion is a blackish brown looking. I'll put it right here. Nah, I'll put it right here. I'm gonna make my dots. Why not? Dip it into that gesso, the white, and that iced egret for the fun of it. Just mushing it in. Do it again. Just taking that tip and just pressing it into it with all that wet iced egret, making it move around as I push. Seems to be working really kind of cool. Kind of get the idea that this is a butterfly wing. This one kind of went weird on me down here. Just mushing it in. Adding some more white. just for fun. And some sparkle. Let me get into that Orion. I'll just drag it down from the edge. See what that looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. So excited when something works. So check it out. So I've got my clear and my white, and I'm just pushing it into that edge and just dragging it down. Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. And blend this out a little bit more. T-Bone Boogie, Ed Williams. Thanks, bro. Maybe I'll make a little weird drop. That might be fun. Put some gesso in the middle of it. Isn't it fun just to design your own butterfly? It doesn't have to be real. No one can say, no, they don't look like that, because you can do whatever you want. Your art, your journey, your way. I love my brother's music. Oh, I like that little teardrop looking thing. I don't know. I like it. Oh, I'm gonna need something super small to get those little antennae connected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get this little stick right here damp in the iced egret because it's liquidy. And then I'm gonna stick it right into that dot and just start dragging it. And do it again for the other dot. One of the dots made it all the way to the head, the other one didn't, and that's okay. Isn't that cool? Oh my goodness, I think I'm gonna love this palette to paint on. And what's beautiful is I also have the silver, ooh la la, give it an edge, pretty silver. I should just do a geode resin. Pour your resin over the top, nice and thin, and create all sorts of really cool, pretty palettes. So anyway, have a beautiful day, you guys. Love you. Bye.